300.
What is it?
You're not a good cameraman.
I'm recording.
All right, Vertex Form.
They eating, bro.
The simple way, we need to identify A. What is A? And what is B? Wow. How do you find the axis of symmetry?
Negative B over 2A.
Negative B.
Over 2A.
What does that equal to? What does that equal? It's an equation.
Positive 2.
What variable?
Oh.
X equal. Right?
Boom.
Or H equal, either way. Right? X is the same thing as H. We find the H, then we'll have to go find K. Easily, we already know what A is. That is one of the things that we're looking for. So we're missing H and K, then the equation will be in vertex form. So let's use the x-axis of symmetry that we will have x equal minus b. What is b? 12 over 2 times a, which is negative 3. So we'll have x equal negative 12 over, therefore what is x? X is 2. In this case, h is equal to 2, x is equal to h. Now we need to find k, which is y. So far so good. How will you find y? What will you do? You have to
Plug
go
back in the
place
follow.
that in the original equation wherever you see x. Right? Order of operation. That's why many of you are making those silly mistakes. So you have y equal negative 3, what's your squared? 2 squared plus 12 times 2 minus 16. Then you solve for it. Which one you do first?
Negative 12. Yeah.
Do this first, that will give you
4.
4. Negative 3 times 4. Then that's right. This will give you
24.
24 minus 16. That is the next step. Multiply this. You have y is equal to negative 12 plus 24 minus 16. And what we end up with, those can be combined. That will give you
Positive 28.
Negative.
negative 28. What is the negative 28 plus 24?
Negative 4.
Y is negative 4.
Confidently.
Now we know what we need to know. So to write it in vertex form, we're going to replace A. What is A?
3. Negative 3.
Negative 3. That's the formula. What is H? What is H? H is 2.
K is
And what is K?
Negative 4.
negative 4.
Then your equation is in vertex form.
That's the easy way, ain't it?
Alright, let me copy that down. Let me copy that.
That is f of x
They gonna hear you.
equal minus 3 times x minus 2 squared. Right? And minus what? Minus 4. It is vertex form. Right? That's one way.
Let me write that down.
The other way we're going to do that by doing completing the square. Completing the square. This is the original equation. We need to get rid of that. What will you do?
Add 16 on both sides.
Alright, we add 16. And we add 16.
Mister, can you erase that?
We have y plus
I'm trying to copy.
Copy it down
16
there.
equal negative 3x squared plus 12x.
I'm about to put my socials in.
Alright,
I'm about to put my grandma in.
yes.
Tara has a question, but she's scared to ask, so I'm asking for her. So, she says, okay, so you know how, you said h is the same as x, right? And the formula says negative 3x minus h, and h and x are the same thing, so why wouldn't you like put the 2 in the x?
When, this is when you're looking for the x-axis of symmetry, h and x are the same. For this one, your x-axis of symmetry, your x is your h. But this x was a part of the original equation. Right? Does that make sense?
She said she.
HK, they use HK for the what? For the vertex. You and I know it's a point, any point is xy. Does that make sense? So in this case, when you're looking for the vertex, the x coordinate that you find is your h. The y coordinate that you find is your k. Make sense? So that's the difference. That this x does not represent h. That was the part of the original equation. Is the x-axis of symmetry that you found, that is your h. Alright? When you solve here for y, that is your k, part of the vertex. Does that make sense? Alright. So that would have been the easiest way to complete this problem by using the x-axis of symmetry. Whatever you find for x, which is your h, you go substitute that in the original equation and solve for y, which is your k. Right? That will be the most easiest and direct way of finding that. But if you want to go to the next level, we use completing this square, then the equation will be automatically in vertex form. So when you do it this way, you only find hk, then you have to go plug it in the equation. But when you're using completing this square, you don't have to go plug anything, it's already in vertex form. That's the difference. Right? Here, we have to factor the a out, because we cannot use completing this square when a is not 1. So that a we have to factor it out. That will be minus 3, open parentheses, what goes inside the parentheses? X squared. Be careful, we need to get positive, right?
Wait, so we didn't solve it.
What will be a negative? Negative from negative will give you positive. You're going to take that 12x divided by negative 3. What is that?
Shout out to that big girl.
Negative
No,
4x.
Mr. Decis.
Big,
Mr. Decis. Where you going?
We factor the negative 3a out. Remember? Completing the square, a must be 1.
Oh.
If a is not 1, you cannot use completing the square method.
going to grab, that's all.
Alright? We need to factor this out. So when you factor this out, it goes out. You take negative 3x squared divided by negative 3 to get x squared. You take 12x
I got it.
divided by negative 3, you get negative 4x.
I got it, Mr.
Right?
Decis. You just lost me.
Then we can use completing the square method now. What is negative 4 divided by 2?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. What will you do with negative 2? What is you do with negative 2 after you divide by 2? You square. Nothing new. It's always b over 2, you square.
Oh, Jesus.
Take negative 4. If you're using completing the square, you have to take the b term divided by 2. You'll get negative 2, and you square. What is negative 2 squared?
Positive 4.
This will become positive 4. This will become a perfect square trinomial. Now, this is where you guys will make mistakes.
Oh, Mr. Decis.
Got them down, bro. Let me see your notes.
You take negative 4, divided by 2, then you square.
So you take negative 4.
You always take the b term divided
Oh,
by
you're
2.
talking about now we doing a regular complete the square.
Completing the square.
Oh, okay.
Alright?
Got it.
Divide by 2, you square. Now, this is where the kicker is. It's a period that you add 4. In reality, you do not add 4. You add negative 3 times 4. That's what you will have to add to each side. What is negative 3 times 4? On that side you add negative 12, therefore on that side you have to add negative 12. It was originally y plus 16, now minus
Good afternoon. Pardon me for the interruption. You have Chanel Lattimore.
yes.
Keep going home.
That's my cue.
Alright, now we simplify that side. What is 16 minus 12? That will be y plus 4 is equal to negative 3. Now we have to do the completing the square method. Right? We're going to write it as a binomial square. What goes inside the parentheses? X, whatever b over 2 was. That was what? Minus 2. Now, we need to get y by itself. What will you do? You subtract 4 on this side. Then the equation will be in vertex form. We'll have y equal minus times x minus 2 squared minus 4. Now, it is automatically in vertex form without not replacing anything. Now, to them, the vertex, as you recall, you have to take the opposite of that, and this is unchanged. And what is the vertex? The vertex will have been what? 2 comma negative 4. And a is what? A is negative 3. All right? Okay.